Assassination attempts throughout history serve as compelling windows into the socio-political dynamics of their times. To contextualize these attempts, it is essential to first define what an assassination attempt is: a deliberate, often politically motivated act aimed at eliminating a prominent figure. These attempts can reflect deep-seated tensions, struggles for power, or ideological conflicts within societies. Understanding assassination attempts offers valuable insights into the historical periods in which they occur, often highlighting the intersection of political intrigue, social unrest, and personal vendettas. The significance of this context is multidimensional. Assassination attempts are not just isolated events, but are often symptomatic of broader societal issues such as instability, power struggles, or opposition to the status quo. They can act as catalysts for change or reflection, prompting societies to reevaluate their leadership, policies, and governance structures. Furthermore, the stories of foiled attempts can also reveal the resilience and adaptability of political systems and leaders. Take, for example, the Gunpowder Plot of 1605 in England, where a group of provincial English Catholics, including Guy Fawkes, attempted to assassinate King James I. This plot highlighted the extreme religious tensions of the time and prompted the government to enforce stricter measures against Catholics, affecting religious policy and tolerance in England. Another example is the assassination attempt on Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914, which, although ultimately successful, exemplifies the intricate web of alliances and hostilities that precipitated World War I. There are opinions that suggest studying these attempts can provide lessons in crisis management and the protection of public figures. However, there are challenges in unearthing untold stories, as they can be shrouded in secrecy, bias, or propaganda, complicating the establishment of a clear narrative. Moreover, some argue that focusing on these attempts can inadvertently glorify violence or overshadow other important historical perspectives. Contextualizing assassination attempts ties into broader historical analyses by revealing underlying patterns in political and social behaviors. It influences how we understand leadership vulnerabilities and the dynamics of power. By connecting these attempts with other aspects of history, we gain a more nuanced understanding of how individual actions can have far-reaching consequences. This ultimately enriches our appreciation of history, reminding us that behind every untold story lies the potential to reshape our understanding of the world and its complex past. The concept of historical overview and patterns of assassination attempts involves examining the recurring themes and methods associated with political assassinations throughout history. It encompasses an analysis of how these attempts have evolved over time, the motivations behind them, and the impact they have had on societies and political landscapes. Assassination attempts are often aimed at high-profile figures such as political leaders, monarchs, and influential activists intending to bring about political change or to exert power and control. This point holds significant importance as it provides a foundation for understanding the untold stories of assassination attempts in history. By observing patterns and trends, we gain insights into the socio-political climates of different eras, revealing how and why these ruthless acts were conceived and executed. It highlights the constant interplay of power, fear, and control in human societies, and thus allows us to comprehend the far-reaching consequences of such actions in shaping historical trajectories. For instance, the assassination attempt on Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914, though initially an attempt, succeeded in triggering World War I, illustrating how a single act of violence can cascade into global conflict. Another example is the numerous failed attempts on Adolf Hitler's life during World War II. These attempts underscore the desperate measures taken by individuals or groups to alter the course of history and stop a tyrannical regime, showcasing patterns of resistance and the high stakes involved in such operations. Opinions supporting the idea of studying these patterns suggest that understanding past assassination attempts can help prevent future occurrences. By learning from history, societies might better recognize warning signs and address underlying causes that lead to such drastic actions. However, there are controversies and challenges linked to this topic. Some argue that focusing too much on the assassins glorifies their acts, while others point out that the political climate and individual motivations are often complex and not easily generalized. This historical overview connects to other aspects of the main topic by providing context for the untold stories that follow. It sets the stage for exploring lesser-known assassination attempts, helping to parse out new narratives and insights. Furthermore, by identifying historical patterns, it influences current and future analyses of political violence, providing a lens through which to better understand and react to potential threats. Ultimately, it enriches our comprehension of the enduring dynamics of power, resistance, and history's silent yet profound stories. Motivations behind assassination attempts delve into the underlying reasons why individuals or groups choose to target specific figures for assassination. This concept encompasses a wide range of political, ideological, personal, or social factors that drive such extreme actions. Understanding these motivations is crucial because they provide insight into the complexities of human behavior and power dynamics throughout history. They reveal not only the desperation or resolve of those behind the attempts, but also the societal and political climates that allow or even encourage such drastic measures. Significantly, motivations behind assassination attempts highlight the intricate interplay between individual ambitions and larger socio-political structures. For instance, political motives have historically been a driving force. The assassination attempt on Adolf Hitler by Klaus von Stauffenberg in 1944 was fueled by a desire to overthrow a tyrannical regime and save Germany from ruin. Similarly, the attempt on President Ronald Reagan's life by John Hinckley Jr. in 1981 was driven by personal obsession rather than political ideology, emphasizing how deeply personal motivations can intersect with and impact public life. Opinions on assassination attempts vary widely. Some view them as acts of courage against oppressive regimes, while others see them as futile or morally reprehensible. In some cases, they are romanticized as acts of heroism, especially when targeting dictators or tyrants. However, they are more often condemned due to the inherent violence and unpredictability they introduce into political systems. One challenge in exploring assassination motivations is the moral ambiguity they present. Not all assassins are motivated by noble causes. Some are driven by delusion, greed, or hate. This complexity can lead to controversies over how these attempts are interpreted or remembered. Alternative viewpoints might argue that assassination, regardless of motivation, undermines legal and democratic processes, posing ethical dilemmas about means justifying ends. Furthermore, motivations for assassination are deeply connected to broader historical narratives. They influence and are influenced by cultural, economic, and political contexts, shedding light on periods of instability or transition. For instance, assassination attempts often occur during times of upheaval, reflecting broader societal tensions and conflicts. They can catalyze change, provoke tighter security measures, or exacerbate power struggles, thereby shaping historical trajectories. In essence, motivations behind assassination attempts are a critical piece of understanding the untold stories of history. They reveal the human side of political maneuvers, challenge our perceptions of power, and question the lengths to which individuals will go to achieve their objectives. Techniques and methods used in assassination attempts refer to the diverse strategies and instruments employed to clandestinely eliminate a target. These methods can vary widely, ranging from the use of traditional weapons like firearms and knives to more sophisticated means such as poisons, explosives, and even psychological manipulation or political maneuvering. The significance of examining these techniques lies in their ability to reveal the lengths to which individuals or groups will go to achieve political, ideological, or personal objectives, often reshaping the course of history in the process. Illustrating this, the infamous attempted assassination of Fidel Castro by the CIA involved a variety of creative methods, demonstrating the intersection of innovation and desperation. The use of a poisoned cigar, the deployment of an exploding seashell, and the infecting of a diving suit with a deadly fungus are all attempts that highlight the extremes of covert operations. Another notable example is the attempted assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914, where the conspirators used a mix of hand grenades and firearms. This event inadvertently set off a chain reaction that led to World War I, underscoring how even failed attempts can have monumental impacts. Opinions on such techniques vary, with some viewing them as necessary evils in the pursuit of stability or national security, while others see them as morally reprehensible acts that undermine international law and ethical governance. The moral ambiguity surrounding such methods often sparks heated debate about the legitimacy and consequences of political violence. However, these techniques are not without challenges and controversies. The inherently secretive nature of assassination attempts makes it difficult to achieve transparency or accountability. Mistakes or failures can lead to unintended casualties, public outcry, and international tension. Furthermore, advancements in security technology and surveillance have increasingly complicated the execution of such operations, demanding constant adaptation and innovation from those planning the attacks. These techniques and methods connect to the broader theme of the untold stories of assassination attempts by illuminating the hidden, often complex machinations behind efforts to alter the course of history. They highlight the interplay between political intrigue and human ambition, offering insight into the motivations and risks involved. Understanding these methods provides a crucial lens through which to view the clandestine power struggles that have shaped and continue to shape our world.